Alright, look, it's just a fact that moving on forward with this channel, we're going to be talking about the Cybertruck and this new Gigafactory location a lot. So, if you're not interested in these kinds of updates, I apologize. There's probably going to be a lot more of them, but if you weren't already aware, Tesla is already making pre-construction movements at the new location in Austin, Texas. This is a 2,100-acre piece of land that's going to be constructing a facility between 4 and 5 million square feet. And thanks to some drone shots from Jeff Roberts, as well as a new channel called Factory Texas, we can already see what Tesla is doing so far, and there appears to be lots and lots of bulldozers and construction crews working on leveling out the land, and this is very, procedural considering Tesla has built so many gigafactories now. We've already seen this take place earlier this year with Giga Berlin, but the great news here is that the land appears to be much better suited for groundbreaking ceremonies and construction of the actual concrete and facility, way ahead of schedule compared to what Berlin was able to do, because the plot of land they bought in Germany was basically a man-made artificial forest, so they had to cut down all of those trees, uproot all of the soil because it was not usable for foundations in its current state. So it took Tesla many, many months of prepping that dirt and prepping that soil before they were even able to start building there. And now, of course, at a record pace, Giga Berlin is moving faster ahead of schedule than Giga Shanghai was. So it's a common misconception in my mind that I'm seeing a lot of the time of people saying, well, China, they can build things fast, but Germany, they won't go fast. Texas factory, no, that can't go fast. It appears they're actually going faster because they've already got a lot of structures up at Giga Berlin, and that appears to be operational by May of next year. So in my opinion, there appears to be this running theme of whenever the groundbreaking is, Tesla seems to be pretty good at getting it operational within a year from that initial groundbreaking. And right now, of course, pending permits, because there's a lot of paperwork Tesla has to go through before they can officially start construction. Right now, they're just prepping the land for construction, but they should be on track for the groundbreaking to take place at some point in Q3 of this year, which means that in the next few months, these bulldozers will be prepping the land there in Austin to make sure that they can actually break ground within a few months, and that could potentially mean having an operational factory within the year, which means that if you guys were curious if the first Cybertruck deliveries were going to be at the end of 2021, it seems to be somewhat possible, as the soil does not need to be treated as much as Giga Berlin did. That could theoretically mean they could be several months faster from announcement to operational than Germany will be, and that's already at a staggering pace. So I'm convinced, looking at all this information about the land they purchased and how big the facility is, and behind all the government support Tesla is getting from the Texas state, I'm now convinced that if Tesla wants to, it's not 100% for sure happening, but if Tesla wants to, they totally could have the Cybertruck ready by the end of next year. Some things could change, absolutely, because now we know from the earnings call that this factory will be used to produce not just the Cybertruck, they'll also be building the Model Y there, the Model 3 there, the Tesla Semi there, and all kinds of other projects could be taking place at this giant facility. This is the largest piece of land Tesla has ever acquired, and if Tesla decides to prioritize those other vehicles' assembly lines, it's possible that yes, the Cybertruck could end up being delayed, maybe not come out until 2022. But here's the facts, okay? The Cybertruck tooling is going to be infinitely cheaper than other vehicles Tesla has had to produce in the past. There are millions and millions of dollars spent on every single facility's paint job section. All of the robots that have to paint the vehicle a specific way that the Cybertruck doesn't have to worry about. All of the stamping press technologies that work for the body panels of other Teslas that the Cybertruck, again, does not have to worry about. It's quite literally designed to be scalable and very easy to mass produce and make for as many people as they want, which does mean, I think, that if the initial construction of this factory, which we will only see in a few more months, if they're prioritizing the Cybertruck assembly line first and they focus on that, and then maybe down the road, sure, then you expand the factory, then you work on the Model Y, Model 3 assembly lines. Those, of course, will require paint shops and stamping presses that Tesla has experience with now that they've built up Giga Shanghai and they're working on Giga Berlin now. All of that takes more time and is more complicated, but in my personal opinion, if I was in charge of this project, I think Cybertruck needs to take top priority with this factory. I don't think they should focus on Model Y here because Fremont obviously is adding assembly lines and they're able to scale Model Y production, and you're going to be building Model Ys in China, in Germany, so you don't have to worry about shipping the Model Y to the rest of the globe. So basically Fremont could provide the Model Ys for the entire US for the time being. But the truth is, as I've talked about in previous videos, the Cybertruck is the most demanded EV of all time, and by far Tesla's most demanded electric vehicle of all time. Anytime you hear someone talking about should you buy a Tesla right now, half the comments comments on the tweet or the video will be about, well, you should just wait for the Cybertruck because that one's going to be epic and awesome. 60% of the reservations don't end up going through. It would still take years and years for gigafactories in Austin to produce enough Cybertrucks to meet the number of reservations there are. And because of that, Tesla, in my opinion, they're already behind because everybody's sold on this truck, everybody wants one, and the faster they can get them out there, the faster they can start delivering these vehicles, the quicker they can acquire that revenue, and the quicker they can get their pickup truck out on the market. So absolutely expect more update videos on some of these channels' drone footage shots in the future, because seeing what steps of the construction process are taking place will be heavily suggesting what month and what times we can expect Cybertruck deliveries, and more excitingly, when we can expect Cybertruck prototypes to start being tested. And just like on this channel how we covered Model Y sightings before the Model Y came out, I think it'll be infinitely more exciting to see these weird low polygon looking trucks driving around before they've officially hit the market and Tesla is just kind of experimenting with the pilot line. So hopefully that paints a picture as to when you guys should expect Cybertruck deliveries to begin, and hopefully you can understand Tesla is moving fast on this. They're not waiting around at all. They're not waiting for some other company to build their truck for them. They're not patient. They're aggressive with their timelines, and for that reason I think we should expect Cybertruck deliveries to be around on time. But if there's points I'm missing that you guys want to fill me in on, feel free to hit me up over on Twitter, join my Discord, we can chat more about it there. Thank you all for watching. Hope you have an excellent rest of your day. Take care.